Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more details videos. Aryna Sabalenka issues groveling apology to Coco Gauff over unprofessional remarks following French Open. An emotional Sabalenka, 27, was beaten by the 21-year-old American in Paris. And Belarus-born star, Sabalenka made some controversial comments after the 6-7, 6-2, 6-4 win for Gauff. She said it hurt to show such terrible tennis and labeled the match the worst final I ever played. Sabalenka added, "I think she won the match not because she played incredible, just because I made all of those mistakes." The comments sparked criticism from some that she was being disrespectful to Gauff. Sabalenka tried to clarify her remarks on Instagram after a backlash, but in an interview with Eurosport Germany, she revealed she had reached out to Gauff. "That was just completely unprofessional of me," Sabalenka said. "I let my emotions get the better of me. I absolutely regret what I said back then. You know, we all make mistakes. I'm just a human being who's still learning in life. I think we all have those days when we lose control." But what I also want to say is that I wrote to Coco afterward, not immediately, but recently, to make sure she knew she absolutely deserved to win the tournament, and that I respect her. I was super emotional and not very smart at that press conference. I'm not necessarily grateful for what I did. It took me a while to go back and think about it, to approach it with open eyes, and to understand. Sabalenka was also beaten by Gauff in the 2023 US Open final. The title in Paris, France, was the American's second slam to add to that crown in New York. Sabalenka said on Instagram a day after the Paris final, "Yesterday was a tough one. Coco handled the conditions much better than I did and fully deserved the win. She was the better player yesterday, and I want to give her the credit she earned. You all know me. I'm always going to be honest and human in how I process these moments. I made over 70 unforced errors, so I can't pretend it was a great day for me. But both things can be true. I didn't play my best, and Coco stepped up and played with poise and purpose. She earned that title. Respect." A story of passion, pride, and redemption. Sabalenka's apology to Gauff. At the 2025 French Open, the tennis world watched as Coco Gauff, the 21-year-old dynamo from the US, battled her way back from a set down to claim the title, defeating world No. 1 Aryna Sabalenka 6-7-5, 6-2, 6-4. It was a watershed moment, the first time two top-seeded women faced off in a Grand Slam final since 2018, and Gauff's triumph marked the first American win at Roland Garros since Serena Williams. But the real drama unfolded not on the clay court but in the aftermath. 1. Emotions unleashed. In her post-match press conference, Sabalenka's words betrayed raw emotion. She minced no words, describing it as the worst final I ever played, citing terrible conditions and claiming Gauff's win came not from brilliance, but from her own 70 unforced errors. "I think she won the match, not because she played incredible, just because I made all of those mistakes." MenJournal.com. Critics, fans, and former pros were swift to speak out. Social media buzzed with criticism. "Sour grapes, just take DEL and give the champ the credit." "Oh, the tennis was not that bad. Damn, that was rude." Rennie Stubbs. Even Andy Roddick chimed in, calling the comments beneath the precedent Sabalenka had set. 2. Turning point. Reflection and apology. In the days that followed, Sabalenka paused. She retreated from public scrutiny and reassessed her words. She took to Instagram, admitting that both her own errors and Gauff's poise were true outcomes of the match. "I didn't play my best, and Coco stepped up and played with poise and purpose. She earned that title. Respect." Then came her most heartfelt move. She wrote to Gauff personally and offered a completely unprofessional apology. "I let my emotions get the better of me. I absolutely regret what I said back then. I wrote to Coco afterward, to make sure she knew she absolutely deserved to win the tournament and that I respect her." Speaking to Eurosport Germany, Sabalenka reflected, "We all make mistakes. I'm just a human being who's still learning. It took me a while to go back and understand. I realized a lot about myself." 3. Gauff's grace. Meanwhile, Gauff adopted a tone of grace. On Good Morning America, she responded, "I know she was probably a bit emotional. I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt. There was no malice, no jab, just understanding between athletes in the heat of competition. Creative reflection. What it all means. The price of passion. Athletes who care are emotional by nature. Sabalenka's outburst wasn't calculation, it was catharsis. When her game crumbled under pressure, subdued her composure. In that glass-searing moment, unfiltered truth poured out. The power of pause. But what separates champions is not passion alone. It's reflection. Recognizing a misstep, owning it, and responding with humility becomes a narrative of growth. Sabalenka's apology wasn't a PR move. It was a step toward emotional maturity. Shared humanity. Their exchange, Sabalenka's contrition and Gauff's understanding, reveals the human heart beneath the tennis whites. We see that blunder and redemption are woven into every triumph. Both players exhibited qualities we admire: courage, grace, and the courage to forgive. Seeds of rivalry or respect. Could this moment deepen their rivalry, or does it underscore respect? Sabalenka's growth from this incident may make their future encounters richer stories, with each stroke having more weight, each apology more meaning. Final thoughts. For Aryna Sabalenka, this was a crossroads. From emotive outrage to introspective sincerity, her apology speaks to a deeper lesson. Victory isn't only counted in trophies, but in integrity. For Coco Gauff, this was validation. Her champion's composure earned not just a trophy, but her opponent's respect and apology. For us, it was a spectacle of sport and spirit, reminding everyone that the greatest matches are won not just on clay, but in character. In a moment where clay dust and controversies may have clouded judgment, it was words that washed them clean. Sabalenka's groveling apology was more than contrition. It was a testament to growth, human grace, and the enduring spirit of fair competition. Sabalenka attributed the loss to her 70-plus unforced errors, saying Gauff won not because she played incredible, just because I made all of those mistakes. She even implied that Iva Swiatek might have beaten Gauff instead. The backlash, fans and pundits criticized her remarks as disrespectful. Some called it inappropriate and classless, urging better sportsmanship. ProFootballNetwork.com. Gauff herself responded on Good Morning America, acknowledging Sabalenka was emotional, but adding she gave her the benefit of the doubt and disagreed with the implication that her win was unearned. The apology. On June 8, Sabalenka posted on Instagram that Coco handled the conditions much better and fully deserved the win, showing respect for Gauff's poise and purpose. Sportskita.com. Then, in a Eurosport Germany interview, she admitted her press conference comments were completely unprofessional, let emotions get the better of her, and expressed regret. Crucially, she personally reached out to Coco with a groveling apology, affirming Gauff's rightful victory and her genuine respect. What this means? The incident highlights the emotional roller coaster of elite tennis. Sabalenka's outburst was raw, but so was her accountability. Gauff's calm acceptance and Sabalenka's full apology seem to close the controversy. As Wimbledon approaches, fans will be watching to see how both athletes carry this moment forward, particularly Sabalenka's growth under pressure. Bottom line, Sabalenka's quick pivot from dismissive comments to a sincere apology, both public and private, demonstrates maturity, while Gauff's gracious reaction capped off the saga with class.